This is the best Fender Strat I've ever played. But is it really worth 7,500 Great British pounds? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out as we put this Dale Wilson master-built Fender Stratocaster through its paces. So without further ado, let's get rocking. Hello guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury shred machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Ben Keightley, I'm your presenter today, and today I have the utmost privilege of showing you one of the most beautiful Fender Stratocasters I've ever had the luxury of playing. When I opened the case this morning, I really was taken aback. Jack bought this guitar on Saturday and he's been teasing me with pictures all weekend, so I've just been so excited to get into the studio and film this video this Monday. But I hope you've all had a great weekend and having a great start to your week. So yeah, this is without a doubt the best Fender Stratocaster I've ever played. It's also one of the most expensive Stratocasters I've ever played, coming in at £7,500, and some of the Dale Wilson guitars go all the way up to 10 grand. Not only has this guitar got the look of the Relic, and it's got my favourite spec for a Strat, which is a 63, but it also has one of the most beautiful roasted flamed maple necks I've ever seen on a guitar. So without further ado, I won't hold you in suspense any longer. Let's grab the case and open up this amazing Dale Wilson master build. So as always guys, I've got the Fender case on the sofa ready to open this up. So let's open up the first combo latch, the little one in the middle, and then the one at the end. So brace yourselves, this is beautiful. So let's open up this bad boy. Opening it up, this is the Dale Wilson Stratocaster. Absolutely stunning. First off, I just want you to take in just the beauty of this guitar. The relicing is so nicely done. Well, it's really nice kind of chocolatey sunburst, which is just to die for. Of course, with the relicing, you get kind of aging around the pickups, which makes these look a little bit more creamed out, which I really like the look of. It really contrasts that white guard nicely. I'll go over all the specs in the next section here, but just look at the guitar. Enjoy the way it looks. It's a beautiful looking guitar. From the front, it looks a little bit like John Frusciante's three-tone sunburst, but as you turn it over, it's got a nice secret on the back with you in the guitar. It's got a gorgeous flamed maple neck. And what I really like about this one is that we not only get the tiger stripe, but we also get this mineral streak through. It's very rare to see such beautiful figuring on this guitar. It's so even and has such a natural beauty to it. Obviously, you only really get this stuff in the custom shop when you come to Fender. And then we've got all that buckle rash on the back there, some really nice lacquer checking. Really don't see wood like this on a Fender Stratocaster. This is some of the nicest flamed maple, roasted flame maple I've ever seen. So this guitar really is expensive, coming at £7,500, and some of these Dale Wilsons are going all the way up to 10 grand, so they are expensive indeed. So of course you get a special COA, which is different to the floor travelers that you get with the standard custom shop. You get the nice master built embossed with the Fender Custom Shop logo. Opening it up, we still get the certificate of authenticity. As you can see there, it tells you when it was built, as well as Dale Wilson's signature. And then you have your floor traveler, which follows the guitar around the factory with it, Dale Wilson himself, but obviously you've got all the specs on here, some interesting stuff that we'll go over in the video later. Now let's talk about the specs of this Dale Wilson. If you're new to these videos, make sure to hit subscribe. We've got some awesome trips planned this year in 2025 to bring you some awesome guitar content. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when we make a new video. But let's get on with the video. Luckily for me with these videos, when I'm doing Fender custom shop guitars, I always get the Floor Traveler, so I'm going to be very accurate with the specs today. So the name of this guitar is pretty crazy, as you might be able to see here. There's lots of numbers, but basically what we have is a 63 Stratocaster. It's a 60s model, 3-tone sunburst, and then we have the flamed maple neck, which is obviously a custom shop choice. Dale Wilson has a very unique style of relicking and also tends to have a darker tint on his maple, which makes for a very aged guitar, which isn't necessarily realistic to how an aged guitar would look. This guitar was completed on the 1st of April 2021, and obviously the master builder is Dale Wilson. So let's start off with the body. We basically have a 60s style body, which is made out of alder, so pretty standard for a Stratocaster. As it's a 60s guitar, we also have the 3-ply guard, which I really like the look of. In terms of pickups, it says here we have, for the neck pickup, a 69 Strat Relic pickup. In the middle, we have a fat 50s pickup. And then in the bridge, we have a Strat Tech Special bridge pickup. So we've got a bit of a range of different pickups here, which is obviously great because it gives you loads of different tones. For me, my favourite pickups for a Strat is the Tech Special, but I found that the neck pickup on this guitar really responded nicely as well. It has a nice lush, full tone. And we have some interesting stuff going on with the volume and tone. So we have a Strat SM-FT tone and an SM-FT volume. On the pots, we have a 250K 10% taper split. For the bridge, it's just the standard Strat tremolo, and obviously we have the output jack as normal. When we go onto the neck, we have a beautiful flamed maple neck, which is just so stunning. It's like AAA beauty. It looks just amazing. So I'll do some B-roll now so you can see it. And then we have a very dark AAA rosewood fingerboard, which is the Guitar Cites ones, and it's 9mm thick. We have 21 frets on this and a 4-bolt construction, just a standard Strat layout. And we have the narrow, tall 6105 frets. The neck shape is a 65 Strat C, and we have a 9.5-inch radius on this one. You can see the dark tint really well on the headstock of this guitar. It has this kind of mocha look. It's very, very dark brown, which looks very pleasing. And then we have the usual kind of spaghetti logo on the headstock. A string tree, as you normally expect, and 6-in-line vintage-style tuners. I'd like to bring your attention to how dark this rosewood fingerboard is. They've really sourced the right wood for this guitar. Obviously, it's got that kind of dark, chocolatey, 3-tone sunburst, but it's definitely got that aged kind of smoky look to it. So it's looking like a very dark guitar, so the rosewood really complements that nicely. Obviously in the 60s they were making guitars out of Brazilian rosewood, so that's a very dark rosewood. So they've matched that really nicely here. Obviously this is not Brazilian rosewood, but it's a very nice replica. So we've gone over all the specs. This guitar looks the part, but does it sound it? Well, let's go to the tone demonstration and find out. So guys, welcome to the tone demonstration. I'm plugged into my Kemper profiler for today's episode using an AC30 profile as normal. I've got a compressor going in the front, but let's do some clean tones first. So this is the neck pickup. Along the neck and the middle. These pickups sound incredible, very nicely balanced, and this guitar is staying in tune so well. Really liking the way it plays. Usually I'm not a big fan of Strats because of the longer scale length. This one has a really nice slinky feel to it. So let's go to the middle position and hear this. Finally, the bridge pickup. So you've heard some clean tones of the Stratocaster. We'll pile on the gain in a minute. But let me just give you a general review of the pickups. Really love the neck pickup, sounds very thick. The middle has that classic 50s tone, and the bridge. This Texas pickup has quite a lot of spank. It's got quite a phasey sound. It's definitely a different tone to the other two pickups, obviously being the bridge pickup, but also has a different voice for sure, which is definitely a unique spec and very individual spec. Most people will want an even pickup split. But I've got a feeling that this bridge pickup is going to work really well with gain. So let's pile on some gain now and see how the guitar reacts. So I'm just adding a tube screamer to my overall tone. Let's hear it. Hear that sustain, it's classic. Now one position down. Lovely second position. Middle pickup now. To that second position. so expressive. It's just so easy to play, you know. This is the bridge pickup finally. To finish off the demos, let's do some fuzz tones. So guys, unfortunately we're at the end of another video. I really hope you've enjoyed this Squealing Pig Guitars video. If you have, make sure to go down on this video and leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you love this Fender Stratocaster or do you think it's overpriced? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, whilst you're down there, make sure to leave a like on this video. It really helps us increase engagement on these videos, which means bigger and better guitars for you. We've got some really exciting trips planned for 2025, which means better vlogs and guitar videos for you, so make sure to subscribe if you are new so you can catch up with all them latest videos. As you guys know from the title of this video, this is the best Fender Stratocaster I've ever played, so it has to be a 10 out of 10 guitar for me. That being said though, obviously I am not buying this guitar, I am not having to depart with £7,500. Obviously that is a massive price. But my job is to obviously demo these guitars, tell you an honest review, but also take into account the pricing. If I was to play the guitar, I wouldn't be able to afford this guitar, so for me, obviously that would be the downside. But for me, that's the only downside, is how much this guitar costs. I'm not a massive Strat fan, but this guitar made me love Strats. First off, let's talk about the neck shape. The neck shape is the perfect feel for me. That 65 style C has enough thickness to obviously feel like you've got something in your hand, but it's thin enough to get your thumb over the neck, and it's a perfect Strat profile in my opinion. Love the rosewood fingerboard. I much prefer rosewood fingerboards on Strats personally. I think it has a little bit of a warmer tone. Pickup set were great. You can play John Mayer, you can play Stevie Ray Vaughan, play Hendrix, you can play whatever you want on this guitar. It's very, very articulate. What was really impressive about this guitar was the resonance and the sustain. When I was playing that arrangement of How Deep Is Your Love, I found that the notes just sustain really nicely from chord to chord, and I could really feed into the guitar. A little bit like how an acoustic guitar reacts, and when you get a really good acoustic guitar, it resonates so well and you can make notes like last as long as you want. I felt like I had that control with this Fender Stratocaster. Also, it was just really easy to bend on. Usually my gripe with Strats is that because of the longer scale length, I find it a lot harder to bend and be articulate on the guitar, whereas this was just so easy to play. I can't stress that enough, just how easy it was to play. It was so fun to play, and I'd have to recommend you guys to check out one of these Dale Wilson master builds. It's by far the best master build I've ever played, and by far the best Stratocaster. We've obviously had quite a few master belts in here that I've found slightly underwhelming, if I'm being honest, but this guitar really, really surprised me today. And I have to say, I can say now that I definitely like Strats, which pains me to say, because I've always been a big Gibson guy, but I do love this guitar. So yeah, that's my review of this Dale Wilson master build. All I can say, guys, I know they're expensive. I know some people don't like relicking, but I have to tell you, you have to try this guitar out. If you don't want to buy it, that's completely fine, but just try one out, because there are incredible guitars, and obviously they're widely available at Peach Guitars, Andertons. Obviously we've got this one for sale, but you need to try out a Dale Wilson. I've also heard that Levi Perry master builds are really cool as well. I know they've got some really cool Jazz Masters and Strats in this kind of blue finish, which I'd love to try out. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance yet, but if you guys have played one of them, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to get one of them in my hands. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been getting loads of views on these videos, and we also hit 5,000 subscribers the other day, which we're really, really grateful for. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for your support. More videos are coming, daily uploads Monday to Friday, so make sure to hit subscribe if you're new. And as I said, we've got some very exciting trips planned this year to film more content for you guys outside of this country, which we're very, very excited. But guys, that's the end of the video. My name is Ben Keightley, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Squealing Pig Guitars. But until then, keep rocking, guys. I'll see you soon.